What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. In this video we are doing a full day of plant-based eating. We gave the plant-based diet a try back in November. It is now February 1st, the new year. We've been super busy with trying to get our home hair salon all set up, so sorry about the gap in between videos, but we're getting back on track. We'll have a video out every week like usual now that we're getting a new routine coming up. Anyway, plant-based, we decided to do it for 2 weeks, which turned into a full month. I went all the way up to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving I did have turkey, so that stopped the plant-based diet for then. But I'll get back into plant-based diet, what we thought of the whole thing, what we're doing leading forward or moving forward. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Full day of eating, plant-based diet, some delicious food coming at you. Check it out, meal number 1. Meal number 1, my absolute favorite go-to for post-fasted workout is my broat meal. Basically quick oats with protein powder. Here I'm having 40 grams of oatmeal, pinch of salt, 2 scoops of this protein vegan chocolate protein pea powder, which is surprisingly delicious. Microwave it real quick, add in your protein powder after, a couple packets of stevia, 1 tablespoon of sun butter or any nut butter that you enjoy. I'm allergic to peanut butter, so I always do the sun butter. Mix it all up and enjoy. So good. Meal number 2, this is super simple, just stir fry veggies with some olive oil, some soy sauce, and then we did extra firm tofu. You want to make sure you wring out all the moisture as much as you can, and then we just kind of put a sear on that in the wok just to kind of crisp it up on the edges. It's kind of our protein source for this meal, and it's all served over 8 ounces of white rice, jasmine rice. So good. Meal number 3, we are having some red lentil pasta. Usually pasta on any diet is like very high calorie, so you want to be careful. However, on plant-based, you're eating a lot of volume foods and you can easily fit this in. So we have a bunch of red lentil pasta with some simply ragu, which is just red sauce with no sugar added. And then to top it off for your Parmesan cheese, instead of using Parmesan cheese, we used nutritional yeast, which is one of my absolute favorite finds in a plant-based diet. I never used this before, and now I will definitely fit this into no matter what diet I'm using. I love this nutritional yeast. It's like a creamy Parmesan-y, like cheesiness to any meal. It'll add that to any meal. It's so good. And then we simply had a plate full of cucumbers and tomatoes with some balsamic vinaigrette drizzled over. And now a little bit later on for this low calorie snack, or it could be a meal too, but I mean it's really not a whole lot of calories, looking at about 200 calories or so for this, but these veggie burger grillers are very good, surprisingly good, and we have them on a pita, which these Joseph's pitas are only 50 calories per pita, with some cucumbers and tomatoes, and then that Hidden Valley secret sauce, like a chipotle sauce, sriracha. It's got a little kick to it. Love that. You can sprinkle that or put that on like a Buddha bowl of veggies and all different things. Definitely great condiment on a plant-based diet, or honestly any diet. Just track what you're having, because you want to only have about 12 milliliters of that sauce, or it can be a little bit calorie dense, but usually only drizzling a little bit on top, and it is so good. Now for dessert, this protein bar is a dark chocolate pretzel protein bar. It's gluten-free, it's vegan friendly, 12 grams of protein, so a great protein source, and it's just a great dessert. So that's what we're gonna wrap up the day with, is this Nugo dark chocolate pretzel protein bar. So there you have it. That was what a full day of a plant-based diet looked like when I tried it back in November. Highly recommended it. I was able to maintain my weight. So I had lost a bunch of weight doing 75 hard, and then had put on a few pounds after, and then by doing plant-based I was able to just maintain a good medium ground there. So yeah, I didn't lose any weight, I didn't add any weight, and quite honestly I was able to eat closer to what my maintenance calories were. So I think the food being very high in fiber definitely helped. Anyway, that whole full day was just under, or just over, I should say, 1,800 calories, 1,872 to be exact. I'm checking this out on my FitnessPal, recorded everything in there. So it was obviously a very high carb day, and if you guys follow the channel, you know I mostly follow a ketogenic diet, so it's very low carb. So of course, I enjoyed all the carbs I was able to eat. However, I kept it whole foods. That bar at the very end was probably the only real thing I had that was highly processed, and even that, there was minimal ingredients in that. So no matter what diet you're on, try and choose something that has minimally processed food in it. You know, keep the sugars low no matter what. But this is a very high carb day considering, again, I usually do keto. So we're looking at 255 grams of carbs. Definitely enjoyed that. I keep the fat low if I'm doing a plant-based diet. So the fat grams were about 50 grams, so that was exceptionally low. You want to definitely get your healthy fats in. They're important as well, but I wouldn't go as high on the fats as I normally would on a keto or higher protein approach. But I was still able to get, speaking of protein, I was still able to get 110 grams of protein. A lot of people say protein is hard to get in a plant-based diet, but really you can see those meals that I just showed you, I was still able to get in quite a bit of protein, so good for muscle building, especially if you're doing weight training like I enjoy doing weight training, and I've been doing a lot of cycling on the spin bike just because it is winter and I don't want to go outside, which I should, I know. Anyway, that's a full day of eating plant-based diet. Moving forward, I definitely plan on incorporating some of these meals here and there. I realize how much I do love eating like beans, and I mean I've always loved white rice, and a lot of these plant-based meals are super satisfying and good. So I might have days or weeks where I go plant-based again, but I feel like I run better on a ketogenic approach or a higher protein approach. So I am back on a high protein ketogenic diet. But hey, it's whatever diet works best for you, whichever diet you can do consistently. That's what I say every time on this channel. Consistency is the king, but always remember to rock and roll.